What does the fox say? It is true that as a fox, I should know this, so consider this a spoiler's warning. In a recent post, Geek Girl mentions that the mating call of the fox is a series of sharp, eerie barks and that this is called geckering. This is supported by a citation in Wikipedia, but the reference is not one I have access to. I am very curious about how this sound came to be named geckering. There is nothing to be found on etymology, and gecker only appears in Wiktionary as far as I can tell. A Google search of the word turns up gecker as a surname, but not much else. Interestingly though, there is Chris Gecker, who is a master trumpeter and has a published series of gecker articulation studies. I don't know if he is old enough to have any sort of influence on the naming. His pictures make me think he is younger than the term, but I wonder if there is some connection there. Does anyone know the etymology or history of the term geckering?
I found a blog entry dated December 27, 2007 which describes the fox's sound thus. It wasn't the usual fox calls, more a rapid, tapping sound as though someone was gently hammering a stone. And it was more like very rapid footsteps or tapping, but apparently it's an aggressive sound commonly heard during the courtship season. On the same page the author cites this piece of information taken from Irish Peat Conservation Council site. The other noises are made when the foxes are in contact. One is called geckering, or clicketing, a mechanical staccato noise which sounds similar to the clicking noise made by a football supporter's rattle. The spelling of clicketing might be erroneous. I believe it should spelled as clicketing. On a website called World Animal Foundation I found this description. Again, the fox mating call is said to be geckering. The alarm bark. This monosyllabic sound is made by an adult to warn cubs of danger. From far away it sounds like a sharp bark, but at closer range it resembles a muffled cough, like a football rattle or a stick along a picket fence. Geckering. This is a stuttering, throaty noise made at aggressive encounters. It is most frequently heard in the courting season, or when kits are at play. The earliest reference I found on Google Books dated 1980, entitled Biogeographica. The red fox printed in the Netherlands and edited by the German animal behavioral scientist Erich Zeeman. This might help explain the origins of the expression geckering. It's a stab in the dark, but it could be borrowed from German. I leave that task to someone else to find out. Update. From Bioacoustics, the International Journal of Animal Sound, and its recording, 1993, Volume 5, pp 1-31. A copy of which is available for download here. I found the following entry. Type 5, ratchet calls, Figure 7. This call type has been referred to Kecken, Tenbrock 1957, Clicketing, Margoskis and Burroughs 1978, Clicketing, MacDonald 1987, or Geckering, MacDonald 1987. Ratchet calls occurred most commonly as a burst with a highly variable number of components. Kecken is German for to make angry noises, of an animal, Zool.
There's a possible 1978 reference to geckering in a Google Book snippet of the Junior Bookshelf, Volume 42. David MacDonald is a Scottish zoologist and conservationist whose early work was on red foxes. According to Wikipedia, he is known for his documentary films and his popular books, for which he has twice won the Natural World Author of the Year award. His Night of the Fox won the BAFTA for Best Documentary Film of 1976, Running with the Fox won the Natural History Book of the Year award for 1987. You can hear some geckering at 1 minute and 11 seconds in this video. Geckering isn't in the OED, but perhaps it's related to the Scottish and Northern dialects verb geck. Intro to geck at, to scoff at, to use mocking language or gestures towards. Geck's etymology. Apparently, Low German gecken equals Middle Dutch gecken, German gecken, SC gecken.1, and compare the echoic German gecken to croak, cackle. Also in Scandinavian as Danish gjek, Swedish gacka.
Hugo wondered aloud if David MacDonald himself had coined the term, so I sent him an email. Here is his reply. I believe it comes from the German word geckern, and I adapted it, and is probably onomatopoeias in haste David MacDonald. It sounds to me like he coined it based on a word or phrase that was familiar to him.
If you want to subscribe, please consider liking and subscribing.